Little fifth graders, we will be attempting to learn something new. This is division with fractions and whole numbers. Now, there's two ways to do this. Today we're going to learn how to divide a fraction by a whole number. A fraction by a whole number. The whole number being the divisor and the fraction being the dividend. So we are dividing 1/5 4 times. 1/5 divided by 4. Now here is how you do it. Just like when you multiplied fractions, you want to change the whole number into a fraction by putting 1 as your denominator. Okay? So the first thing you'll realize is that this is really 4 over 1. Now, just like when you divided fractions, you will change the division symbol into multiplication, and then you will find the reciprocal of your divisor. So 4 over 1 becomes 1/4. And now you just multiply straight across. 1 times 1 equals 1. 5 times 4 equals 20. That is not an improper fraction, and that is in simplest form. My answer is 1 over 20. All right. I'm going to leave that one there as an example. Now you try the same thing with 1/8 divided by 2. Do that now. Pause the video. All right. Let's see how bad you did. So we got 1/8 divided by 2. 1/8 is my dividend. It stays the same. Now, I've got to realize that this is 2 over 1. So now I'll have 1/8 divided by 2 over 1. Now, when I divide fractions, I go 1/8 times, and then I find the reciprocal of 2 over 1, which is 1 over 2. And then I multiply straight across. 1 times 1 equals 1. 8 times 2 equals 16. That is not an improper fraction, and that is in simplest form. Anytime you've got 1 as a numerator, you should automatically know it is in simplest form. I'll leave that one up there as an example. Now try that one. 1/7 divided by 8. Do that now. Pause the video. All right, let's see how good you did. 1/7 is my dividend. 8 becomes 8 over 1. 1/7 is my dividend. The division becomes multiplication. I got to find the reciprocal of 8 over 1, which is 1 over 8. And now I just multiply straight across. 1 times 1 equals 1. 7 times 8 equals 56. That is not an improper fraction. That is in simplest form. Okay. So remember, there's two. When you have a whole number as your divisor, there's two things you're going to have to do to it. You're going to have to change it to a fraction by putting 1 under it. And then you're going to have to find its reciprocal by flipping it. As you see here, 8 over 1 became 1 over 8. Then, of course, the division sign becomes multiplication sign. The dividend stays the same all the way throughout. Now, let's practice what we learned last week, division of fractions. 1/4 divided by 5/7. Do that now. Pause the video. All right, let's see how excellent you did. My dividend stays the same. My division becomes multiplication. I find the reciprocal of my divisor. 5/7 becomes 7/5. And then I multiply straight across. 1 times 7 equals 7. 4 times 5 equals 20. Is that an improper fraction? No. Is that in simplest form? Yes. 7/20 is my answer. And last but not least, let's try a simple multiplication of fraction problem. Do that problem now. Pause video. All right. Let's see how excellent you did. 7 times 2 is 14. 10 times 5 is 50. Is that in simplest form? No. The greatest common factor of 14 and 50 is 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 50 divided by 2 is 25. 7/25 is the beautiful answer. So there you have it, you little 5th graders. Today we did fractions divided by whole numbers. Tomorrow we'll do whole numbers divided by fractions. So get to work.